Howdy! The purpose of this tutorial is to share the instructions for completing your INST 222 quizzes at your own pace. This semester we have 7 assignments and 9 quizzes for our online course. Now the 7 assignments have firm deadlines. If you take a look at the image on your right, you'll see those assignments there, and you will see all of our assignments, and the spheres that are highlighted in yellow are our group assignments, and all of the other items are your individual assignments. Now you can take 8 of the 9 quizzes at your own pace. The first quiz number 1B, has a firm deadline, and that's to ensure that we all are familiar and have a real sort of understanding of how the quizzes work. But the remaining 8 quizzes can be completed at the times and dates that are most comfortable for you and your learning speed. How can you take a quiz at your own pace? Well, the quiz content is released to students based on whether you finished the prior quiz. For example, you must complete quiz 1B, which is the only quiz that has a firm due date. Then quiz 2B will be opened or made available to you. In other words, each quiz opens only when the previous quiz has been completed. So if you look at the figure on your right, you must complete quiz 1B by the due date, the only quiz with a due date. Then quiz 2B opens. You will complete quiz 2B, then quiz 3 opens, and so on and so forth. So there are 4 steps for working at your own pace. So with step 1, what you need to do is sort of follow the calendar on the syllabus. For example, take a look at Module 1 and you'll see that Module 1, as all the modules in our class content, is broken down by the week of, the reading requirements, materials, and lessons. So it really is a good idea that you follow the calendar based on our syllabus, and really recognize when you may have a quiz that week. However, it's totally up to you when you decide to complete your quiz. Now, our assignments have very firm due dates. However, the quizzes have a recommended due date for completion. So if you follow along with our course calendar and pay attention to your instructors' updates and messages, then you should finish this semester on time in a very professional way. We have our week 1, reading requirements, topic, objective, materials, and also the lesson. Please take your time to review the calendar of topics, due dates, and reading assignments in your syllabus. So step 2, locate the quizzes on eCampus. So the quizzes are located based on which module we're working in. For example, quiz 1B, you're going to find in Module 1. Quiz 2B, you will find in Module 2, and so on and so forth. So if you take a look at the number for the quiz, that lets you know what module that you need to identify, and you're going to click on that tab, and that's how you'll find that quiz. So the modules and the quiz, those numbers relate to each other. Step 3, go ahead and complete the quiz. So you'll need your assigned reading. Those materials will be supplied for you online, or you'll use your assigned textbook. I have a lecture for each of the assigned topics, and then you have a quiz to complete, which is always timed. Step 4, that's when you move on to the next quiz. So you're going to complete quiz 1 by the due date, then quiz 2 opens, complete quiz 2B, and then quiz 3 opens, and so on and so forth. So that is the process. Our 4 steps for using at your own pace. Number 1, follow the recommended quiz dates on the syllabus's calendar. Number 2, Locate the quizzes on eCampus by the module, and we have 5 modules this semester, 1 through 5. Complete the quiz, and then move on to the next quiz. And that's it, everyone. Those are the 4 steps for using at your own pace. So it's important that you understand that while you are able to work at your own pace this semester, all quizzes must be completed by the deadline indicated on the syllabus. So become very familiar with the syllabus. Take your time to make sure that you know what's expected of you and do your best this semester. Thanks, and gig 'em.